Thank you. All right. So I'm gonna take my mask off because no one's in this room. So someone else joins, I'll put my mask back on. So I was requested to do this class. Basically, our market reports that we do both a monthly and quarterly report for Santa Clara County. We do a lot of different data points in there. But I got a lot of questions asking, what if we want something else? What if we want to talk about a different county, maybe Santa Clara or, Santa Cruz or San Francisco? Maybe they want specific days on market in Willow Glen, maybe. That's something that we don't cover in there. After this class, you'll get the hang of pulling your own data from MLS, and it'll be sufficient in that, and you'll be able to do it all on your own, and it'll be super easy. I'm not a data analyst at all. I design our market reports right now. I hire a freelancer to do all of the data work. He signs into MLS, he pulls all the data, does the spreadsheets, all that stuff, gives me those numbers, but I have to double check his work. So that's the reason why I know how to do this. So again, this is really good for your own knowledge for these certain neighborhoods, but you can also inform your clients on these things. Maybe you're going into a listing appointment and you just want to make sure that your potential clients know that you're a neighborhood expert, all of the different, the days on market for 2-bedroom houses in this neighborhood, things like that. So I'm going to share my screen here. And I'm going to move this down. And you're going to log into MLS. You're going to go to pro.mlslistings.com. You can follow along if you want, or you can just watch, learn. This recording will be on our YouTube channel. You can go back to that, pause where you need to, etc. Up to you. So hopefully I don't move too quickly, but I'm not a licensed agent, so I have to sign into Jessica's MLS because she is licensed. So excuse me one moment. It's going to take you to this screen, and your username is just your DRE number. You guys with me? It is dead silent. Give me a thumbs up reaction if you're with me.
I'm watching Connor. It's
All
great.
right, cool. Sounds good. All right.
Looking good, Connor. Doing well.
Good. Helen,
Looking good.
Faith, you good?
Yes,
Come on,
Connor,
Faith.
thank you.
All
You're
right.
doing
All
great.
right. We're
Great
here. All right. Cool. All right. So, I'm on this MLS page right here, and this is obviously your homepage. You're going to go to matrix search. It's going to take you to this page automatically. This is residential search. We're going to go back to this page. This will actually give you, you've probably seen this if you pulled CMAs, right? You put in certain criteria for your search. It pulls a bunch of listings for comparables. You check those boxes, you pull a CMA. We're going to go back to this because there are some things that you can't get in the other section that you might want to go back to, but ideally you want to go to stats. And we're just going to go through each different search criteria here and then pull a report. So first things first, I'm just going to go to Santa Clara County. It's abbreviated as SCC. We're going to just pull in this location first. So you can put in a zip code if you want, or it depends on what the area is. Sometimes you want to do an MLS area. Sometimes you want to do a city. For instance, for our quarterly reports, we break down the different neighborhoods and cities in Santa Clara County. I will pull Saratoga as a city, but Willow Glen, the city is San Jose. So you actually want to do MLS area there. And it's going to be the same thing for Los Gatos, Manis, Reno. Most people use that combination. That's an MLS area because they are technically two different cities. So I'm gonna, I'll use Willow Glen then, since I use that as an example already. You're gonna see a bunch of different options. And you can even go here to see the different areas available in Santa Clara County. And then you can add them here, all of that. You can add multiple if you want. If you're trying to pull, let's say, Willow Glen and Cambrian at the same time, you can just pull data points for both of those combined if you want. But again, I'm going to do Willow Glen. Once you get comfortable in here, you'll even know the number. Willow Glen is area 10. And then after that, we're going to go to property type. And most likely residential. Our market reports do single family, condo, and townhomes only, just because those are the most common. But you can definitely do mobile homes here, or you can go to residential income. You can do multi-unit, duplexes, triplexes, etc. You can go into commercial here if that's what you're trying to do. Right now, we're just going to do single family, condo, townhouse. I'm holding shift, so I select all of those. If I didn't hold shift, it would do them individually. So all of those combined. And then the price, say you want to find a number of, maybe number sold is the statistic that you're trying to pull. Number sold over 2 million in a certain month. You'll do that here. But I think I'm going to do median sales price. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. The 3 zeros, that's if you say you type in 5,000, that means 5 million because it's adding these triple zeros to the end. It honestly confuses me. So I just check that off. I just write the full price. If I'm typing 5 million or something, I'll just type the whole thing because it takes more work for me to think about what I'm adding there, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go to bedrooms too, the building description. This is, I'd say you would pull data points from this area. Maybe if you're working with a specific client that is definitely looking for, 2-bedroom and above in a certain area, you can kind of pull the average days on market, things like that, for that specific thing. So let's do that. Let's just do 3 bedrooms, but you can also do 3+. Say they won't take anything under 3 bedrooms. You can do 3+, so it includes those 4 bedrooms if those come up. T baths, that means total baths. Say they won't take under 2, so you can do 2+. And then they have square footage, age, and number of stories. Maybe you have a handicap or elderly client. You could just stick to 1 story. And then members only, show, don't show, if that's something you want to pull. So this area is complete. Next, we're going to go to the left, and this is going to be the statistic that you're pulling. This is more about the property. This is the statistic. There are presets here that I honestly skip over. I just do it manually because sometimes it just doesn't cover everything that I need. So you can pull sales volume, sale to list price ratio to see how much over asking properties are in that area. But I'm just going to go customize to do that on my own. Excuse me.
So Connor, quick question.
Yeah.
Just to go back to the presets, it will pull based on the criteria you've entered here on the right, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, cool.
So it will pull sales to list price ratio for Willow Glen, single family condo townhomes, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Plus, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to customize because this has that and more. It's just better if you just kind of know how this works. So you could pull year to date of 2021. You can do previous year, you can do the past 5 years if you're really trying to like see what someone's investment makes over time, something like that. Or you can just do custom again. And let's say I want to look at, maybe from May till July. Let's say that. And then that's your time frame there. I'm gonna go to statistic, and this is like the master list of things that you can pull in this area. So there's the dollar volume of active properties, the number of active properties, contingent pendings, days to sell, average and median, expired listings, list price, months of inventory, how many new listings were in that time frame, original price, price per square foot, sales price to list price ratio, sales price to original price ratio. Those seem like the same, right? I'm just noticing that now. Those seem like the same thing. The original price is probably the list price, unless, yeah, I guess after, if there's price decreases, I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
I think original price is the beginning price when they first put on the market.
You're right, I had to think about that in my head. The list price could be a price decrease, and then there was an offer above
Sure.
that. Maybe. Yeah. And then sale price, average and median. Dollar volume in that area, which, I mean, I don't see really the purpose of that much. Like, there's been $1 billion in sales over the past few months. It doesn't really say much, and then how many sales in general. So let's do median price. Sales price, median. And then group by is kind of weird because you can't do none. So you have to group it by an area. So say I didn't have Willow Glen here, say I was just talking about all of Santa Clara County. I could divide it between every area of Santa Clara County. I could divide it by a building type. That's like single family condo townhome. It'll include all these. You can divide it by city, things like that. If I just don't want to narrow it down anymore, I'll just do the most broad option I have, and that's county. So that's including everything. That's just going to give you one number. Let me know if that doesn't make sense. I'll give you a second. Does that not make sense to anybody?
No, that makes sense.
Cool. And then I kind of check everything here, and we're good. So I'm gonna click generate, and it gives me a chart right away. I kind of ignore this unless you want to save it somewhere. I just go to data so I get the real number. So 1.8 million is the median sales price of Willow Glen, single family condo townhomes, 3 bedrooms and 2 baths above, from May to June. Yeah, that's my number there.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and we'll do one more too. I'm just gonna start over. I'm gonna go back so it's completely clear. I could have clicked clear there too. So again, Santa Clara County. Let's do a city this time. Let's do Saratoga. You start typing it, it comes up with an abbreviation. Let's say I'm only looking at condos, townhomes. Maybe for your client, single families off the table. But I need at least 2 bedrooms. Baths, I don't care about. Let's leave that blank. We go over here to customize. The time frame. Let's look at the past 5 years so you see what something more broad looks like. So you can see over time what that looked like. Or actually, maybe it's a listing client. Let's take this away and put in kind of their specific house. You know, they have a townhome that's 2 bedrooms. Let's look at how that appreciated in the past 5 years on average. Sales price median again. And then we'll group that by county again, so that's just more broad. I did it wrong, hold on. So you can see what I pulled now. I pulled over the past 5 years, the median price was 900,000. That's not what I want. I want to put by month. So that's where group by comes in handy. So now I have, yeah, I obviously did that wrong initially. So you look back right now, that's kind of freaky. They came down even from like last year. Median sales price went down for 2 bedrooms, but that's a pretty narrow search too over here. But yeah, you can see over time how the price has changed. Let's make it a little more broad. Let's take away these bedrooms, condos, townhomes in Saratoga. That gives you a more accurate number, right? Right now it's 1.1. And it's funny because last month it was 1.5. It's like, it's a little narrow, but you know, in 2016, you could have gotten it for 650 or 830. Do we have any questions on the stats area of MLS?
I'm just happy I bought my house in April of 2017.
Do you have a townhome condo in?
No, it's not a condo. It's a single family home in the Rose Garden. It's a totally different area, but I'm sure the trend might be similar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a real estate expert, but talk to any, you know, agent that's been in it for 20 years and they'll tell you over time, it's no matter what.
Yeah, the key that changed things was Google Village announced they were going in a short time after we bought our house, and that increase, it shot up in value like 300,000. So there you go.
And then once it is there,
It's
it's
there.
not there yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, once it is there, you know, even more. And then you can be in a mansion in Utah or something, if you want to move away. All right, so I think we've covered stats. Again, this is the easiest way to do this. Search residential. I'm pretty sure, unless you have some kind of other CMA program, this is how you're pulling your comps. When you go on a listing appointment or something, you search in this certain criteria, kind of similar to what we just did, but it'll actually give you the listings. It won't give you like median sales price for those, but you can see that 555 Main Street sold for 1.6, you know, and you can kind of see the photos. You can see this one actually had a nicer bathroom than yours, and yours might sell a little lower, etc. But there are some certain things like in our monthly report, we report how many listings went into pending or contingent in that month. And you can't really get that number from the stats portion. where we're just in. So what I do is I kind of do the same search criteria here. And then I look at this number, how many matches it got. So I'll show you how I got that. I select my single family condo townhome. And then I go to the county. You actually have to type it in. It's not an abbreviation like the other area. And I'm selecting Santa Clara. I'm gonna do Campbell this time. So again, I would rather do either or, city or area. Like Santa Teresa is part of San Jose. So I'm just gonna do Campbell. And then in the change type, I do contingent or change to pending. That shows how many properties switched to contingent or pending. And then I'm gonna do my change date. So let's say we're doing July. That would be, what is that, 7/1/2021 through, I have a little hyphen there, through, let's see how many days, 31 days. Because if you put like, if you put 7/31 as the date, but that month already had 30, it'll give you an error. So that's the month of July in 2021. And in Santa Clara County, in Campbell, we had 59 properties changed to contingent or pending. And the reason why we report that is it's just a little more current. You know, if we do sold, that means that it actually, the transaction fully went through, closed escrow, all that stuff. And then if I want to see those properties, I just go to results down here and I can see these. I can see exactly these properties in Campbell that sold. And again, I can go back to criteria and kind of narrow that down even more. I can go to 3 bedrooms only, 29 matches. Oh, I messed up. Yeah. I want to go to results. Yep. So these are all 3-bedroom homes, went contingent or pending in the month of July. And then you can, you can check out these properties and see the different details and all that stuff. I'm assuming that's how everyone pulls CMAs when they go on a listing appointment or something. Any questions on this? Nope. Any questions at all? Because I only have this class on here for a half hour because I assumed it'd be pretty quick, which it was. But I'm here for any questions you have. All right, I think we're good here. I'm gonna stop sharing. And thank you for coming. We're
Thank
good.
you, Connor.
No
Connor,
problem.
I did have a quick question. I was trying to find my
Yeah, what's
Zoom
up?
screen. When are you guys going to have this posted? Just because I love all the reference material.
Probably today.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll make sure it's, yeah, I'll make sure it's posted today.
All right. I appreciate that because I think there are a lot of new agents that could really, really use this kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of experienced agents don't even know how to use it really.
Yeah.
Also, I have to give before the recording stops, I have to give a shout out to Greg Simpson's assistant, Melanie. She taught me how to do this when we wanted to start doing market reports. So
I'd imagine Dan Sullivan's pretty good because he said he's a stats guy. So
Dan actually helped out a
Yeah.
lot too when we started doing those reports. He looked it over for me first. He actually pulls most of these reports like in a spreadsheet. And yeah, he does that a lot. So
Hey, Connor.
What's up?
I've done this a couple times before, but not often enough to remember. You can change your headings on your, like the one-line reports, you know, if you get 20 properties, the one-liner, the agent one line, and you can move your columns and stuff. So, because your columns, there's some blank ones, and then you can't see all the material or the data at once. But I'd like to review, it doesn't have to be today, but how to move those columns and then make them stay there, just save them.
Got it. You'll have to explain that to me in person. That's about,
Okay,
for the CMA part, what I said today was basically all I know. So
okay.
we can definitely try to figure that out if you want.
Yeah, I've called, when I've called the MLS directly, they're super helpful too, with a lot of questions I've had and answers and stuff. So, but it's a really handy tool to move your report around, like, you know, you do, just like you did a search on specific area, how many, let's say, actives right now. So let's say you get 25 properties, but you want and just the one line for, you know, for each property. But you want to move, let's say, the zip code or the days on market. You want to move that column over to the left more, so it's visible. Like, let's say it's beyond your screen and it's a hassle, you know, to arrow over and all that. So it'd be nice to be able to reorganize the table, per se, or the 25 properties to what columns you want where.
Yeah,
And just save it there. I've done it before and it's been a long time. I just can't remember.
yeah, I'm not exactly sure. You can try to go to settings. There's settings on that page.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can manage display.
Oh, okay.
By that, it's like a little pen thing. I'll show you here. I'll share my screen again. So I'm just looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah.
This little thing,
Yeah.
yeah, you can kind of save it and then you can kind of revert back there. Does that help?
Okay. Yeah. See, like, oops, if you go back to your share
I'll go.
screen, like all your says city, well, all that space, I guess, you know, sometimes I like to just scoot everything over a little bit. This is very tight, actually, it's really good. But sometimes I have a couple of blank columns for some reason, so more information's to the right and you can't see it all at once, you know, on one screen.
Yeah,
So
and maybe coming soon too. Maybe they don't have all this information pulled up
oh
yet.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, right, these are all basically sold. These are all.
Yeah.
pending.
Right.
So maybe if they're coming soon, right, they don't have the square footage up there yet. They just kind of, you know, have the address and the bedroom count on there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. All right. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it again. Hope you learned. So hopefully you can go on and do this on your own. So see ya. Thanks.